Hey everyone, this is Josh back with Cardboard Chronicles. In this episode, I'm interviewing Ray. Ray is a high-end LeBron James collector, also known as Manila Card Collector on Instagram. He's from the Philippines and he specializes in high-end LeBron James cards. He's got some really sick cards. He's also got some sweet high-end Michael Jordan cards. As you can see here, he's got some really cool stuff. He's got a Logo Man LeBron Ultimate rookie card. Really cool stuff. Ray's a passionate collector. I really enjoyed having him on, so I hope you guys enjoy the interview. And don't forget to check out howtocollectcards.com, a website I created dedicated to helping collectors of all skill levels build their collections. Feeling like you just don't know where to begin, you don't know what all these different things mean within the hobby? I've created this dictionary and I'm giving it away completely free. It has over 120 terms, all the terms that you need to know to get started collecting cards. We're also offering an advanced training course that is comprised of 17 different parts, everything from learning what cards you should be focused on buying for yourself, what cards are worth, where to buy the cards, when to buy cards to save yourself the most money, how to avoid different mistakes within the hobby that a lot of people make. It's just got everything that you need to be successful collecting cards, so please check that out. We've also got a bunch of new bonus content, and any new content that I create for the training course gets added for free, so if you've bought the course already, you're going to get all that new content, and it's free for life. I'm going to keep adding stuff to it. There's always going to be new content helping everyone. So please check it out. It's really extensive. It's got tons of great information. I think it's going to bring a lot of value to a lot of people. All right, how's it going, Ray?
How are you? How are you? How's your new year?
Really good, man. I'm excited to have you on. We've been talking about this for a few days, so I'm excited to get this one going.
Oh, I know. Finally, we
My
did it.
fellow my fellow LeBron, like we're on the same level, man. We really connect with cards, so it's fun to like chat with cards with you.
Yeah. Same with you. Same with you.
All right, why don't you start us off and show us your top cards in 2019? I know there's been a lot of talk about that on Instagram, so it's kind
Oh
of fun to
man,
everyone go through.
are you really gonna start with that?
Yeah.
All right. 2019. Let's start with this.
Oh, you got it back.
Yeah.
SP Authentic.
Right before Christmas. Solid blue auto. And then during the nationals. Are you a fan of this?
I like that one, yeah. So this is the rookie SPX out of 750.
Yeah.
It's like a horizontal RPA. I like that one. It's unique.
Yeah. What else? I'm gonna hold off on the bigger ones. Yeah. How about this?
Oof. Those are hard to grade, right?
This during nationals.
So this is the 03 credentials now out of 102. These are hard to grade, aren't they?
Yeah, PS99.
Nice. All right, thanks for the early eye candy. Yeah, so let's back up. Why don't you tell us about yourself? What got you started in the hobby?
Yeah, but first of all, I want to thank you for
Yeah, of
inviting me.
course.
Yeah, Chronicles has been instrumental in my growth. As a collector. Yeah, I'm Raymond. I own an e-commerce company here in the Philippines. Basically, I was collecting already in my childhood days. 10 to 15 years old. Basically, I started with, you know, Sean Kemp, Dennis Rodman, a bit of Glenn Robinson's, and I got to catch up with Stephen Marbury. Yeah, during those days. Yeah, many of my friends are like collecting Michael Jordan, so basically, I had to go a different route. Yeah. So I well, I sort of had to stop during those times. I finished high school, went through college, worked, and then had a business. And then after that, I went back to the hobby because of my friend Stephen Go, who basically influenced me in collecting as well. It was around 2015 to 2016. Yeah. Uh, Basically, he influenced me, showed me all the cards and how it goes, how it went already, and how it transformed. From back then, it was so simple. Like it's just in a community card shop. Uh, to right now, it's has taken advantage of the social media and eBay as well. Yeah, so it has become a worldwide. It's like a multinational gathering already of people. So basically, it has shown me that he has shown me that, and then I fell in love with it because he has shown me the friends he met already, and yeah, and then there's this gathering like the nationals. So it's like an anticipated event, yearly anticipated event for all of us, And basically, for the first year, I wasn't even buying. I was actually learning. Uh,
That's awesome. I love hearing that. I always tell people to do that.
yeah, basically, uh, the first card I got was the year after. It was Topps Chrome RC LeBron James. But the first year I was just watching, observing, watching the prices, and then how the event affects the card collecting community. And then I joined the Facebook groups, all that. Yeah, uh, basically exposing myself to the hobby. And then after that, basically I got the courage to invest and the courage to collect already. And basically, we just like you, I started with LeBron James.
So, are you glad you did that? That you waited a year? How did that turn out?
Uh, yeah, because well, it's a common practice for me already to learn initially. This well card collecting before is like it's not that expensive, but right now it's takes a lot of money, takes a lot of risk as well. So I have to uh, uh, get a get the feel of it first, yeah, before entering it.
So, are you and Steven still close? Like he brought you into the hobby. You guys are still really close in the hobby.
Well, yeah, we pretty much like talk about it every day, just like us.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. We've been childhood friends ever since like I mean 8 years old, I think.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's
So
right.
basically, we're like almost 30 years of friendship.
So you've been watching him collect Michael Jordan stuff and just like sitting on the sidelines, and all of a sudden you decided to jump in.
Yeah, basically like that.
Oh
Basically
wow.
like that.
So you picked LeBron and he's got Jordan. Is that like is that intentional that you guys kind of?
Um, is it intentional? No, because I was a fan of LeBron James already ever since 2003, ever since the start. But I haven't had the guts or the knowledge that the card industry, the card hobby, came back already. So it happened so fast, and basically, uh, I was just watching him play. But I know he's gonna be big, but I didn't know it. He will be big, like this big, right? I'm sure you don't as well. Would you invest during 2003
Oh no
with
way,
LeBron James?
no way.
No way, man. Right?
I like to give that kind of stuff a lot of time. Like I'm not investing in any of the rookies really. It just it takes a while for that to like settle in and become investable in my opinion.
Yeah. So basically, that's what happened to me. And when it happened when 2015 when he won championship 2016.
Yep.
So that's the time when I think he has sealed his legacy already. So basically, that's the time. That's the time as well that I began to invest on him. I hope that it was earlier, but
It could have been worse. You could have started like just now.
I know.
It's tough.
at least I, at least I started 2016, right?
I bet you're happy that Steven got you into it, at least from like just the financial side of things, right?
Yeah, of course, that too. But yeah, it's like my way of showcasing myself being a fan of him. It's our way of it's like putting money where your mouth is. you know, just like Stephen, he invests in Michael Jordan, so basically he's all in on Michael Jordan.
Right. So what's it like collecting in the Philippines? Is there a pretty big community there? What's it like there?
Yeah, but it's a group of people, that there's a lot of people who collects here in the Philippines. But actually, there's a weekly gathering in one of the malls here that happens every Saturday. But majority of the major collectors, prefer to be private here. So once in a while, some of my friends, like they invite and then go to a house and showcase our stuff.
So that's the super
Like,
private, like high end one.
yeah, not like in the U.S. You get to have a convention or something.
Yeah, but ours is more like spread out, like United States itself is more spread out. It's really hard to find people that live close and like have meetings like you guys have like that.
Not big ones.
Yeah.
It's more in private.
Yeah, I mean the national obviously is huge. Yeah, so tell me about national. You guys made the trip out, you and Steven together, right? How was
No,
that?
yeah, it's like a 10-hour trip, 10-hour flight going there,
Yeah.
just for the nationals. It's the shortest U.S. trip I've had.
Did you guys have a booth? How did it go?
Yeah.
How was the trip?
Well, first and second day, actually, I got a bit of overwhelmed by it. I didn't know it was that big. And there, the I didn't know it was. There's a lot of people who collects, and it's multinational, not just in the U.S. People from all over go there. Yeah. So I met a lot of people. Like, it's like basically putting faces on the people I meet on social media, people I talk to. Uh, Basically, they're from Germany, China, Hong Kong, Canada. I talk to
Australia?
them always in social media,
Yeah.
but I only got to meet them in the nationals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who is your favorite person that you met? Not you don't say me.
uh, well, because of his collection, and the basically, I like the guy, man. His
Nate?
Nate.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, have you seen his collection?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So basically, wow. I mean, that's the only time I got wowed by it. But a bunch of passionate collectors. I meet them during the nationals, and you know, uh, it's one thing that I love about the hobby, because you meet a lot of people and the community. So basically, you learn not just the hobby, but the the life of the people that you meet as well. and how they did do it as well. They have jobs, they have businesses as well, but they found time to be passionate about the hobby as well.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's what
We
I love.
we were talking a little bit before, but like the time investment, talk about that for yourself, like because you own a business, you have a family, like you can't spend all your time on it, but how do you find time, and how much time do you spend on the hobby?
Yeah, basically, I work morning till afternoon, and then on the evenings I spend well, if I don't have anything else to do, I spend like from 9 to 1 a.m. doing cards. Yeah, researching and checking prices, and talking to people. Yeah.
So why don't you keep going through some cards? Give us more of a preview and a taste of what you do collect specifically. I know it's mostly LeBron, but you have some other stuff. And like, what kind of LeBron do you focus on?
Uh, well, basically, I'm pretty much, well, relatively new to the hobby, so basically, I focused first on the rookie years of LeBron, uh, and then uh, more into autos as well, and then the year after, I had a side PC of the rookies then, who's Donovan Mitchell, Jason Tatum, Ben Simmons, but just a bit. And then I also got this. There's two.
What?
Yeah.
Both the Will Autos.
Yep. So I got one of each. And then here's a dual auto. Is it
It's always
clear?
nice. I feel like you always need to have a Jordan LeBron duel. Like it just
Yeah,
like feels like it's a part of every PC that
exactly. That's
I
what I
don't
felt as well.
I don't have one, so it's something to work towards.
I love one thing. I love portraits as well, like the design. Uh, Here's one of the first cards I got during the first year. It's a True Gem Plus,
Beautiful.
and then I know you love this.
This card is the first time that we ever talked because I saw it on your Instagram and was like, I want this card so bad. And we started messaging, and obviously you wanted it just as bad, so you're not getting rid of it. But that's kind of where we started chatting.
Basically, I chased this for like 2 years.
Yeah, they're hard to find. They're really rare.
Exactly. Nothing pops up,
Yeah, I know.
and if ever someone sells it, you're asking for too much, right?
That's true of everything LeBron and Jordan, though.
How about this?
Yeah, those are cool. What's the story on that one? They're just like little draft patches.
Yeah. Basically, I got this on a seller. Uh, I know, I have the regular one. That's the only, I think, jersey RC that LeBron has. So, and then I researched. I saw that there's three kinds. The regular one, and then the copper, and then this one. This is the rarest one. It's
Oh,
numbered out of 25.
25?
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's so rare. Uh, this is the first time I saw it, and then the first time I saw it, I pretty much grabbed it already. This is the base one.
So
PSA.
do you prefer rarity or iconic?
Uh, wow. If ever I was gonna choose, uh, I'm more into iconic, but you know, whenever a rare one shows on internet, you know, you pretty much have to grab it. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, uh, just like for example, here, this one, X Factor.
Yep.
This is of this is one of my first big purchase. Uh, it's not that iconic. I mean, usually you get to see refractors, but then again, this goes like what, once a year on eBay.
Yep.
I mean, with this grade 9.5,
That's why I
you always
love.
see a 9, but this is a 9.5. So basically, you don't get to see them that much.
Yeah, the 9.5s are really tough on those because of the centering. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, that's a good point. That's why I love rare parallels because they're you kind of get that like rarity built in, but also they match the iconicness, you know, of the base card. Like you kind of get almost this.
You get to see the design as well.
Yep, the
The
iconic
iconic
base
design.
card that everyone has, and then you get rarity knowing you're one of the few that owns that version of it.
Uh, Actually, I had to let go of some of them, of the base one and the refractor and the black refractor because I had to get the big one. You know.
Yeah, but those are all you
So
can get those back. You can get those back.
yeah, that's what I learned about the hobby. You know. Uh, I've grown leaps and bounds because of the trading as well, the trading aspect of it. You don't, you just don't get to purchase a lot of big cards because you know other collectors want a replacement for it. So uh, yeah, majority of my big cards are like, you know, came from trading.
What's the big one? What's the biggest trade?
Well, here, where's that one? This one.
Yes. So we were kind of competing for this one, right?
Basically,
You,
I had to let go a lot of cards for this, you know.
yeah. Once I was talking to the guy trying to trade it, and he's like, "I got this other guy," and I was like, "I bet it's Ray." And then he showed me what you were offering, and I was like, "Oh, dude, I can't match that. You had a really strong offer."
Yeah, I had to basically overpay him for this.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I mean, 9.5 iconic card, rookie auto. It's a huge card.
It's pretty much you know, one's very rare that you get to have a chance to get a card like this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
and
were
then
some of the cards you traded?
uh, I had to let go of SP Authentic, Black Refactor, uh, Dual Auto, Jordan and LeBron, uh, RC of Kevin Durant as well, RC Auto, and then yeah, bunch of stuff,
But
and some cash as well.
you've basically replaced all of those already.
Yeah, right now, yeah, I basically replaced. I got a Dual Auto right here.
Yep. You have the X Factor. You upgraded the black to an X. Like it was a good choice, I think.
Yeah. Well, one of the things I regretted was, you know, letting go of the black refractor. Right now, it's pretty much very hard to replace it,
What was the
and
grade on it?
it's a PSA 9.
Oh yeah, those are tough.
Yeah. So, and if ever one pops out, it's very expensive already.
Yeah.
It's like double the price already.
But now that you have the X Factor, do you still want the whole rainbow?
Well, I had the X Factor for ever since I started. So basically, I want to get the whole base parallel
You know
thing.
what you need though. You need the gold. So
Come on, don't tempt me on that.
you know I had to, man. I have to flex a little bit sometimes.
Come on.
I love that card because it's rare and it's iconic and it's like everyone gets so mad at me for it. It's a little
You know,
fun to have it.
everybody loves the gold. You know.
Yeah, it's fun to own that one for sure.
Yeah.
So what cards are you chasing then? What are your big chase cards that you're after?
You see, you're still flexing right now. You have one of the cards I want.
Is that your number one, the gold?
Uh, yeah, gold, and maybe if ever I got the chance, maybe an RPA. But I pretty much have to let go of a bunch of stuff here, right?
Yeah.
Just like you.
Yeah. I mean, I had to sell my ultimate to get my RPA, so there's a lot of tough decisions there.
Yeah. How does it feel like to consolidate?
It feels really good. Uh, it's weird telling people that have huge collections and it's like I don't want to convince them or try to tell them what to do, but it does get easier, and it does like you sort of like you sort of get used to selling and consolidating, so it kind of like eases over time, and then when you get to the card that you want to consolidate to, it feels a lot better, obviously. So
Mm, I know you missed this.
of course, and yeah, that's a sweet auto too. And I've never had a 9/5, so I do miss that card.
I mean, you have the 9, but it's pretty much the same thing, right?
How do you feel about graded cards? Like, are you looking usually for gem mint stuff, or are you looking for whatever you can get your hands on? How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I'm pretty much looking into the grade as well. I feel that it's more rare. It's more iconic that it's graded high. It's a gem mint. Uh, yeah. Majority of my cards are like that. Uh, Very seldom that I buy a low grade. Like for example, this one. This is 8.5, but you don't get to see that. You don't get to see this card very often. And if ever you see one, it's a very tough uh, graded card. Uh, I think the highest is 8.5. I think. Yeah.
Yeah, some cards
So,
you'd be picky
so I
with.
consider that as well.
Yeah,
Yeah. Uh, but then again, majority. I'm chasing for the gem mint cards.
so what else are you trying to chase? Maybe some other cards that people don't know about, or rare autos or something that you're after.
Well, right now I'm chasing for the SP Authentic BGS 9.5. I didn't get any. I was gonna get one, but I was overbid by someone. So, uh, yeah, I had to get a 9 in replacement for that. Hope in the hopes of someday trading a 9 for a 9.5
Yeah,
plus plus other cards.
right.
Yeah.
That makes
Some
sense.
of the cards I have, I get them because it's like a trade bait for the bigger cards that I want.
Yep. So I'll have
Yeah.
to get a 9/5 to get the epic signatures from you.
Sorry.
Well, I have to get a 9/5 SP Authentic so that I can get the epic signatures from you.
Um, Maybe we can talk about it after. Well,
Um,
I don't really sell that much. I mean, on the first year that I collected, I didn't sell any. Uh, it was the second year that I started to sell because I had to sell so that I can get other cards.
yep.
Yeah, so I feel that it's. I mean, same goes for everyone. You get to uh, you have to have that feel of getting as much as you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, most of the collectors that I know, they're basically only trading or selling when they're like backed into a corner and they have to, right?
Well, not back into corner, but almost.
Yeah. Um, so why don't you talk about your sort of NBA fandom and how that connects you to cards?
Well, yeah. Basically, I pretty, I'm pretty much a NBA fan for all my life. Uh, I started, during Magic Johnson and MJ days. Uh, I only got to watch them because here in the Philippines, you don't get the access that you have there in the US. So basically, I watch them on TV. I buy like rubber shoes of of this player or that but it's when that I learned about the card hobby that I get to express what I uh, my 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 being a fan of LeBron James, and other players as well. It's like you know, uh, it's more of showing yourself and basically showing uh, this is how invested I am for him. Yeah, and basically before and card hobby in my childhood days is like so much simpler. It's pretty much like upper deck, finest tops and hoops. We don't get access of the high end stuff. You know, it's pretty much different nowadays. There's so much variety. There's so much to choose from. Uh, but then again, Panini, overdoes things. It's overproduced, man. Not like during upper deck days. It's when you get rare stuff, it's really rare. But right now, it's like you get out of 10 card, you get a bunch. Then you see a bunch of out of 10 from a same brand.
Yep.
Yeah. So nowadays it's pretty much different.
But you collect some Panini, just to connect to some of the younger guys, like you said, like
Yeah.
Tatum and Mitchell and stuff.
Yeah. One of my favorite cards, design wise, is this.
Select, yeah, I like those.
Yeah. I got the Mitchell and yeah. I mean, design wise, they do well, but in terms of productivity, producing it,
Yeah,
it's overproduced, man.
but it's still fun to connect, to the younger guys and connect to, because LeBron's going to be, retiring soon, and it's nice to have people that you can collect that are currently playing, right?
Yeah. Yeah. The only Panini that I have for LeBron is like Prism.
Of course.
Just that. I mean, oh,
That's a nice one. 2013.
I almost forgot. I have this.
Oh yeah, the logo man. So tell us the story on that one. You just picked up a LeBron logo man.
Yeah. So basically, this one, I always see this from a guy from Germany. Yeah, he always, showcases this kind of stuff, and it's very rare. This is back then a 9 when I saw this, and then we met in the nationals. So he planned on regrading it. So I said, go for it. The card quality, the card condition is very good. So basically, I convinced him to had it sent to BGS again and had it regraded, and it went back 9.5.
Did you send it for people that watching that are curious? Did it get sent in the 9 and then it got regraded, or was it cracked out?
I'm not sure actually. He sent it, so I'm not sure about the story of it. So,
Okay.
but when I saw it on his Instagram already, it's 9.5. So basically, and then after that, he planned to he wants to move it for other cards. So basically, he offered me a great deal for it. And then yeah, I had a lot of cards that he wants. So basically, we traded for it.
Nice.
Well, actually, he became one of my friends in the hobby.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
That's how it works, man.
We talk a lot.
especially all us LeBron guys. You know, we stick together and we talk a lot. It's kind of a fairly small circle at this.
Exactly, exactly. That's what I noticed as well. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't acquire a card without like 10 people, the same 10 people knowing about it.
Everybody knows something.
Yeah. All right. Well, what's your last question? What's your long-term strategy in the hobby? Because you've been in it, you know, like you said, a short amount of time. I've been in it pretty short amount of time as well. How do
Hmm.
you feel the hobby will go long term for you personally?
For me, just hold on to it. You know, think long term, and then basically, I just go for the basic ones and for the iconic ones. That's it. You can never go wrong with the rookie stuff. You can never go wrong with rare stuff as well. Like for example, the gold ones. I know you have a lot of it. So uh, and basically, it's like demand and supply. Basic principles of investment. So uh, well, I plan on holding as much as I can for this for the rare ones. Uh, but then again, if something pops out, I mean, if an RPA pops out, I mean, who knows? I might run off it after it, right?
So
Just like
what if you got like all your top 5 cards you wanted? What then? Like let's say 5 years from now you have everything you wanted. What are you gonna do then?
hold for it, hold on to it, keep it, show it sometimes, but as much as possible, keep it.
Just be a museum.
Yeah. Uh, well, how about you? What's your plan? I
Yeah.
mean,
I don't
I'm
know.
sure, I'm sure you have the RPA already. So, what's your plan for that?
It's an easy question to ask and a hard question to answer.
I
Uh,
know
I don't know. I feel like there's always going to be something to chase. You know, there's always going to be that next card or the next thing I
more,
move into.
more than the RPA,
No, I mean more like maybe not more expensive, but like different. You know.
but if you have the top card already of LeBron, do you plan on holding on to it
Yes, for a long time.
for a long time, right?
Yeah, nice try.
You got me.
You're trying to make deals on the interview. That's a true collector right there.
You have what I want, so
We're both like angling deals while we're doing an interview. This is great. I would expect nothing less.
I know.
All right, man. Appreciate the time. Any last cards you want to pop up real quick?
Uh, what do you feel about the not so not so famous brand, like for example this Topps Pristine?
Yeah, it's hard just because there's like they all sort of like blend together for me outside of the top ones, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it's not chased by everyone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, if you're going after like all of his rookie stuff, you know, I understand it. But it's for me personally, I don't go after that kind of stuff.
Okay, yeah. But what do you think about the rookie ones? For example, Luca.
Oh, I mean, I'm not collecting him. He's too expensive.
Too expensive, right?
Yeah.
Do you ever imagine like if it's LeBron right now, would you ever buy his cards?
I mean, I probably would honestly. Like, I was such a big fan of LeBron that, you know, my fandom and affinity for him as a player would probably take over, and I'd probably collect him anyways. So, I think for the people that really are fans of Luca, I can understand still wanting to collect him.
Yeah. Uh, well, pretty much the same for me. Basically, I don't go after the RCs, the rookie players. But I had to get some, but not a bunch. Uh, uh, I had to diversify as well. Just a part of it. But majority of my stuff are like old players like Jordan.
Yep, that one's sweet. If you didn't collect LeBron, if you had to collect a current player and it wasn't LeBron, who would you collect?
If it wasn't LeBron, I'd probably go after Kobe or Jordan.
No, it has to be current.
Has to be current, man. Was probably Luca.
Do you like watching him
They
play?
have the same game.
Yeah, that's similar. Of course, Lakers beat him last night.
I know.
LeBron
They're
did
like what? 2-1, 2-2,
2-1.
2-1 on the season, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, they're playing great. Both teams are playing great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
LeBron looks a little tired, but I think he'll get some rest and pick it up as we get towards the playoffs.
Yeah. Maybe the groin affected him.
Yeah, he's taken this like no rest thing a little too far, even where people are like,
Exactly.
even the purists, they're like, don't like load management. We're still thinking, well, maybe you should rest a little bit, LeBron.
Yeah. So, what do you think about the load management?
I'm not a fan of it, but I understand why they do it, given like how many regular season games there are and how kind of like watered down it is, and how important the playoffs are. So I understand it, but like as a fan, if I go to a Suns game that's local to me and LeBron sits out for load management, like I'm gonna be really upset, you know. So I think
Exactly.
LeBron understands that side of it, and that's why he wants to play is for the fans and stuff. So
Yeah. I mean, back in the days, I mean, load management is nothing, right?
yeah, I'd rather they take home games off for that reason. Like I feel like they should play all the road games because those fans want to see those players.
Exactly. Yeah. It's what they pay for, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
All right, man. Well, I'm gonna cut it off, and we'll talk more later about more LeBron stuff. I always like
Sure.
having you on talking LeBron.
Yeah. Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, of course. Thanks, man.
Thank you. Happy New Year.